sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early third and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Rashard Lawrence brought him down.
Tackle there by Rashard Lawrence.
Second and 10 at the Cardinals' 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Joshua Dobbs, 48 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take out a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
29-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
taken in at the 22. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw Dobbs. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Here's Dobbs to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off the bootleg. Dobbs, he'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Flush to his right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Arizona.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. On first down, Drake. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 41 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On first down, Dobbs to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38, Dobbs. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Sacked.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Dobbs. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Dobbs. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dobbs got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
For the 49ers.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flushed out right, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For the last few seasons, it's almost been sport for us in the media to see if Larry Fitzgerald is going to call it quits and cap off what I believe is a Hall of Fame career. But now he's entered season number 17, 2nd on the all-time receptions list, just 171 catches behind Jerry Rice, and maybe he's found new life as he continues to pile up the big numbers.
Murray now on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Murray again, escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
Makes the score. Cardinals.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And this one caught by Max Williams. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now Murray off play action. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray to air it out again. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second down and goal. Murray toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
His kick is good.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll move the chains. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game? Or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his 2nd straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Cardinal 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Murray. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And this.
Shotgun now for Murray. Flush to his right.
Down.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray going for it all. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
But I think the ball's out. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Warner picked off at the 36. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Dobbs. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Murray now on 1st down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. He's at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 87 yards, and the Cardinals cut into that lead.
The Cardinals.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got him. Shit.
This is Mostert. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Again, he finds an opening. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Niners 44. Cardinals.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 12-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 53 yards on the ground. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
58,
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
6 yards.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Andy Isabella was the intended target. 3rd down here. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Andy Isabella, incomplete. Covered by Jason McCourty.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Murray, one final try. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Niners, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.